think there is a sense, a growing sense, that there are going to be limits to how many people you can keep on the planet and how many people you can have living at a certain standard of living. And I think the major constraint there is environmental. The most obvious symptom of that is the growing concern with global warming and climate change of various kinds, and the sense that we may not be able to stop that particular train before it goes off the cliff. You know, if you imagine some of the more catastrophic scenarios. Does that end all life on the planet? No, but does it have very severe consequences for different parts of the world? I think that's there. I think we are going to see over the next 40 or 50 years a fundamental shift in the balance of power between what has been the sort of transatlantic axis, Europe and America, for the last several hundred years, shifting more towards Asia. The United States will be a critical part of that too, but again, India and China much more so. I think third, there is an issue of equality and inequality on a global scale now, which is compounded by the fact that increasingly people who are further down the inequality scale are more and more aware of what their relative position are. And again, the advent of global communications and things like that is starting to make it much more obvious to people. So we have, at least I think, a potential train wreck of different trends happening where, you know, India and China are developing. Their development is going to put greater environmental strains on the world. They're not going to want to remain in a undeveloped condition, right? The advanced countries like the United States are going to be concerned about what this all means, and everyone's going to be more aware of all of this simultaneously. So I think the potential for real trouble down the road is considerable.